We stole this car.
How much?
How much do you think we paid?
60? Less?
57.
Dude.
Hey, guess how many miles it has?
Oh, don't do this. 4,000.
1,600.
Oh, what the?
Yes, sir.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Manji TV. On today's episode, we're gonna be doing something kind of crazy. We just got back from SEMA, literally landed into town here in Fullerton, took the train to Los Angeles Central Station. That's where we are right now. We're gonna go ahead, hop on another train to NoHo, North Hollywood, and go check out this new, I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is. You're just gonna have to wait and find out. We'll catch you when we get there. All right, guys, well, maybe by the look of the cars in the background, you guys can already tell where I am. We're currently in North Hollywood at the Century West BMW dealership, and they have kind of an interesting deal going on with their particular car here, which I'm just getting my eyes on for the first time now. Wasn't sure if I actually wanted to buy one of these things, and they've really grown on me quite a bit. And yeah, I don't know. Might be a fun addition to the shop and to the channel. So without any more delay, I guess let's go ahead and show you this thing. Kind of a shocker, actually. This thing's been sitting around. So it's a 2023 model year car. It's got 1,000 miles on it. That's what I was looking at. It's literally like brand new when it comes to terms of like driving. The car has been here at the dealership for over a year. For some reason, maybe they're just scammers and don't tell people that it's dented, and then customers show up like I did and it's actually dented. So if that's what's going on here with this car, then that's bad on Century West BMW, and I would not recommend dealing with this BMW, but we'll see what they do to make it right. I don't know that we will be taking this car home, as the paint is in quite rough shape. Being here for a year at the dealer, you know, weekly these cars are washed, and the detailers don't give a shit about the cars. They just quickly wash them and make them look good on the lot. And most people are not as particular as I am, but this paint is in very rough shape. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. When the light hits it, it is swirled to the nines. This thing will need a paint correction immediately. Luckily, there doesn't seem to be any major scratches, just a lot of swirls from dirty rags and just not proper care of the car when washing it. The front bumper does seem to be chipless, which is good. Very few little blemishes here on the front rock guard, but to be honest, this thing is quite dirty. I'm actually a little upset because I told the guys last week to clean it and detail it, and they said it took them an hour, which there's no way you can actually properly detail a car in an hour. I mean, I can barely wash a car in an hour, but unfortunately, guys, the sales people here really aren't being very helpful, you know, in doing something for me for this car. Obviously, if somebody overlooked a dent, I get that, but the car's been here for a year, which is crazy to think that nobody's noticed this dent in a year and didn't mention it to someone and be like, hey, maybe we should fix this. Or another customer has looked at the car and probably mentioned it like I have, and they've done nothing. So that's really kind of suspect on my end, you know, from a consumer standpoint. I don't necessarily want to deal with a shop or a dealership that's trying to pull kind of scammy things like that. So we'll see. We asked to talk to the manager. Currently at the price we have agreed on for the condition of the car, I'm not a buyer, but if they're willing to do a little something for me, maybe we'll reconsider, take this car to paint correction, get the dent fixed, and might be a solid car. But the other thing, it was a BMW like executive car, and it's possible that this thing really never got a proper break-in. The motor does feel a little bit sluggish, which is concerning. Now, it's only got 1,000 miles on it, so it's like, how bad could it be? But also at the same time, do you really want a car that wasn't broken in or taken care of properly and was just hammered from the get-go? And so it's more concerning than I originally thought. You know, I was thinking that BMW would have reconditioned the car and made sure that everything was dialed, but it doesn't seem to be that case. So
the whole time, and please don't record. Well, you could, I mean, do it outside. This, like, you could sit right there outside and record whatever you want.
We can record and
talk. But this is private property.
Okay.
Okay, I have all the text messages. Prove. Okay,
I do too.
Don't put it in my face. You don't need to. Don't put it in my. You could record whatever you want. You could record whatever you want. Just don't put it in my face. Okay, here. I'll stand right here.
I mean, what do you have to?
No, I'm just telling you.
Okay. No, I'm being polite.
But
I just want to hear it.
With the deal. I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to BS you or this or that.
Okay.
So he made me detail the car. You said you were going to come pick it up.
I mean, this isn't detailed, bro. If you consider this detailed, this is.
But he just texted us today. He's sick. He's not here. First of all, he texted us about an hour ago. I have the text message.
Yeah.
So I sent it to detail.
But if
we
you
sold 12 cars today. No, but let me tell you one thing. We sold 12 cars today, and I told you, I'm telling you, that's something that we could take care of. I agree with you. This car should have looked better. That right there, he says he inspected it. He wasn't there. Now this car has been sitting outside for at least 4 or 5 days since we detailed it the first time for you. Okay, so I could show it to my dent guy. It's probably something I don't think is like a big deal. Okay, but it's something that he could probably make it look a lot better. So if you like the car, I think that's very minor. I don't think it's a big deal. Overall,
I mean, I obviously I'm
overall,
in the
the
market
car
of an
is-
M2, but it's
Yeah.
like, you know, would I rather have a
So
car
let
that
me-
wasn't beat on, that doesn't have a dent, that doesn't need paint correction work, and I don't
Paint
have
correction,
time
I'll
to
do
come
it
back
for
here
you.
either, right?
I
I'm
could
3
do-
hours away, man.
I
So
could
it's
do
like
the
I don't
paint
have time
correction.
to go back, come back, waste more time
Yeah.
to come and not be satisfied with the car again. I'm here now, right? And so
I agree with
you're
you.
not in the
You're-
business of holding cars, and
But-
obviously this
but
car
let
is
me
not
ask
what you said
one
it is.
question, as soon as you're recording.
Yeah.
How many times you were supposed to be here and you canceled your plan?
One time.
Are you
It wasn't
sure about
even.
one time?
Yeah, I'll show you on
So
text.
it was only one time. So
Saturday
because
night, I
got
was supposed
the
to come.
first
I told you I
the
was
first
leaving
day-
Sunday.
The first
I told you I was
the
leaving.
first day we detailed the car, we got it ready. You said you'll be here. You didn't show up.
I was
You
on
were
my way.
supposed to be here
I
Monday.
sent him a photo, and we were going to be
But
late.
you were going to be here at an hour after the dealer.
Yeah,
closed.
that's.
So
I
said,
told him,
"Dealer,
hey, I'm
you're not
trying.
allowed to."
I told him I'm trying.
And then Monday
and if
you
I
were
can't make
supposed-
it, I'll be back
Yeah.
Friday or Saturday. And I
then
told
he
him.
was- and
He
then-
texted me during the week, and I told him, hey, I'll be there Saturday.
And then it was Monday or
It's
Tuesday.
Saturday. I'm here.
No, I know. But Monday we got the car ready, full detail, paperwork, got everything ready.
Yeah.
So you didn't show up again. So that's 2 times.
That's one time. I have the text to prove it. Do we need to
Okay.
pull the phone out and
No,
look
we
at it
could
together?
do that, but I'm saying like that car, this car was
Yeah.
inside my showroom with all my M cars that I keep.
Okay.
Now this again, it was outside, and I think somebody did it without telling us. But again, either way, I'm here to take care of you, because no matter what, at the end of the day, you're right, we're wrong. Okay, we're the dealer selling the car. I'm sure you like the price, you like the car, it's manual, it's a
the
rare car,
mileage
that's
and the
why you're
price
here.
looks good, man.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like,
So
I'm not in to buying cars that are, you know, not what they are.
this car is not beat up. I know the paint correction, I'll take care of that. The door, I'm pretty sure we can make it look better, but you know, if not, then
I mean,
you know,
something's up with the motor, honestly. Like, this thing doesn't.
something is up with the motor.
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay, the
pull
car
like
has
it should. Like,
the car has full warranty.
No, I know,
The
that's
car has
right.
full
I'm
maintenance.
considering, but honestly,
so whatever it is, if you think something is up with the car, I have another manual one. I think if you want to drive it for you to compare it
is it a
with.
brand new one?
No, it's a pre-owned one. I think I do have another manual,
It'd
so
be
you could
interesting to
compare
drive.
them.
It'd
That's
be
not a
interesting to
problem.
drive to compare.
But again, car being here, we have 400 cars, things happen. So this legit happened here in the lot.
I'm not
because
blaming
this
you.
wasn't there.
I'm just saying.
And I didn't know. If we knew, trust me, we're not here. Why do you think I'm here? I want to have an upset customer. I'm not trying to do that. I want to take care of you. The paint correction I could do. That
Well,
right there,
I
the
tell you
dent.
what, I don't have time to come back. So either you're going to do something for me today on this car, or I'm not a buyer. Let's just stop wasting time.
I'm losing $9,000 on this transaction,
So
and
you're
I
gonna
know
have to
that's not
probably
your
lose-
fault. That's not
It's going to
your
cost
fault.
me $1,800 to have this thing paint corrected correctly. I don't. You can.
I'll by the time you do paperwork, I'll correct the paint. You have
By
nothing
the
to worry.
time you do paperwork, you'll correct the paint.
Yeah.
Dude, a proper paint correction takes days, at least
Not
a
when
full
you have
day.
go over there, see how many guys I have sitting over there, so they
And they're
going
going to do it in the dark without any light. You think they're going
go
to do
inside. You see the inside right there? That's my detail department. I have about 40 cars over there that they work on. So if you want the car, I think we could take care of those minor stuff. It's not I don't think it's a big issue. It's, you know, it's minor things. And I wish Mustafa was here so you could speak with him directly, but I didn't know you were coming to like an hour ago, and then we rushed the car, pulled it out. We sold 12, 13 cars. These guys should have done a better job, but they could wax it, they could do whatever, color sand it, make it perfect. And again, if you're not happy, then I'm sorry. You know, I can't, you know, I don't know what else to do for you. I can't do $1,800 off. I can't do any of that.
Okay, well then
I could do that.
There's no deal. Let's just stop wasting each other's time.
I could go ahead and.
Wow, guys. As you saw there, things got pretty heated. I had to turn the camera off just because, honestly, we weren't getting anywhere with the camera. So once I turned it off, he really did try to kind of help us, which was nice. He started off by trying to offer us $1,000 to take the car as is. I told him I need at least $3 grand, to which he, a little back and forth. I got him to about 1,500, and then I got him to 1,800, and he was really stuck on 1,800 for a bit and telling me he wouldn't go any higher. But we just got a call back from the dealership. We were literally about to leave. We had headed to the train station after that whole ordeal. To be honest, I really don't want to give these guys my money. The whole situation just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth, but at the same time, this will be the cheapest M2 G87 in the nation by a good bit. And even at that, the next closest car is like 5 or 12,000 miles, and this car has 1,000 miles. So with that being said, I think this may be actually like a really good deal now, although I have to take a gamble on the door being 100% fixed or not. There may still be a small impression, which would really kind of suck to live with, a little dent in our brand new G87. But at the same time, I don't know, maybe we just go full build track car, carbon doors, or you know, down the road we find another door, or who knows what. Maybe just wishful thinking, you know, that the door can be fixed to 100%. The car's gone to detail. Before we go to the dealership, I think we should go check out the detail shop and just see what the caliber of detailing looks like in here, to be honest, because the guy came out after he complained about the scratches and everything, and he was like, oh, give me 2 hours, I'll paint correct the whole car. Well, if anybody knows, you can't paint correct a car in 2 hours, but nonetheless, we'll let them try. Dude comes out with a rag and a spray wax bottle, and I'm like, dude, you really think you're gonna just buff away all these scratches with that spray wax? So kind of crazy. After complaining about that, they did end up taking the car to the actual detail shop, but who knows, man, who knows? This is like some typical LA stuff, right? Just scammers. Scammers, scammers, scammers. But maybe they aren't. Maybe they're gonna hook us up. We got them to 21. I'm gonna try to get them to 25. If they do 25, we'll buy the car as is. We'll take the gamble on the dents, we'll take the gamble on the scratches, and we're just gonna go track and beat up on this car and have fun with it.
All right, guys, we're back here checking out the car, and while looking at the car, we have found a lot more than we anticipated. Feel like you can, yep, you can see it in that corner right there. It runs all the way down to right there. Yep, you can see it on the camera. And this side runs down. Then the worst part of it all is actually from the front bumper. In the heat of the moment, we did not realize that entire left side is cracked all the way down. Then on the right side, roll down here, that's smushed in. And we just, it's like, we just keep finding stuff on it. Is it even worth it at this point? The blemish is right there.
Oh man. Did you film close-ups on all the damage? Did you show them?
Yeah.
Well, we got them to take off in there $300. They're willing to do the 25. 25, but it's as is.
But it's in horrible shape.
Yeah.
So it's like, would it be worth it to just wait 2 weeks and just like...
It was a BMW driving school car, and so it's been tracked. That's why it is what
okay,
it is,
so
which is kind of...
it makes sense. It's been tracked by stupid drivers.
And some of the stuff could have just been bouncing around here in the parking lot or whatever, but...
So it's definitely been like not broken in.
It wasn't broken in correctly.
Yeah, it wasn't broken in, so that's
and that
another
could be
problem.
why the turbos and everything feels the way that it is.
That's another problem.
The good news is there's about almost 3 years left on the warranty, and it does come with an extended service plan, which is cool. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to fix the rear bumper, fix the front bumper, the front lip. I don't know. I'm torn on whether I could live with this car or not. Part of me is like, this is the right car because it's already been beat up, and so we can beat up on it and not feel too bad. The other part of me is like, do I want to be dealing with problems on a basically brand new car? Yeah, I'm so like torn right now on what to do, honestly. What do you think, man?
I think it's a beautiful car. It's just not what they said it was.
No, and I just had a big talk with them. Like, you got somebody coming hours away, and that's the other thing is they're trying to like push me to buy the car because they're saying, oh, we got another guy who's gonna fly here from Vegas to get it right now.
Yeah, but if he sees the same thing,
but that's what I'm saying. Have you guys disclosed all the? And they're saying they did. He showed me a video that I guess he sent to him where he showed him the dent and some of their stuff, but they didn't show the bumpers and whatnot. And so keep telling him, hey, you know, a bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. You don't know. That guy could show up here, see these cracks, see this other stuff, take the car for a test drive and be like, you know, maybe this isn't the car for me. I'm torn on what to do.
But it has a little bit of track history.
The good news is it's been tracked.
Yeah.
So we don't have to feel bad when we hit the track tomorrow.
Oh my god.
The other thing is yeah, I mean, they'll make it through the day maybe, but...
The thread?
Will these tires even last the day?
Yeah, like... I don't know if you guys can see that, but
it's on this shoulder here is pretty worn, which we're gonna be pushing real hard, and that shoulder is gonna it's gonna cook. You wonder how cars get hit? This is how.
Yeah, that's how. Like, I don't know if you guys see that, but
why do you guys even try this, bro? Like,
super sketchy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. So if you see any damages in your car, this is Because why? These guys driving the cars are not liable to any damages.
No, they
you
do
know?
not care.
Like, they do
about
not
these
care,
cars
you know?
at all. This thing is. I'm so torn on what to do, dude. Oh man,
So
what do we
sick.
do? I wish we could ask you guys. I wish we could like take a poll right now,
Yeah,
mid
take a
video,
live
and just be like,
poll.
what do you guys want us to do? Dude,
If it was
buying a
what it
car
said it
should not be
was.
this stressful, honestly.
It
When I bought
really
my
shouldn't,
last
yeah.
M2, it was so freaking amazing. The whole experience from the beginning to start, I was like so happy. I really want one of these cars, but I don't know if I want to deal with this car. Now, it would make some good content. We'd have some stuff to fix right off the get-go.
Right.
Car has some character.
The only
We don't have to
really
feel bad
interesting
if we
thing
track
is
it.
it's a track history car.
We don't have to feel bad putting it on track. We're here in the dealership just finishing up paperwork. Got us a copy of our Carfax. Just wrapping up the paperwork here. I guess we're doing it. This is kind of surreal. I was not really expecting.
Hey, so I'm going to go ahead and send you an email from BMW North America to link an app on your phone.
I get the driving experience too, right, with the car? Should still have that. That was one of the things they said.
Let me check into that. But this email is going to be BMW North America.
Yeah.
It's kind of self-explanatory. There's an app that you're going to have to put on your phone. It's called My BMW.
Already have
you
it.
could check your car.
Yeah, gas, the
location,
battery,
all
all
that
that.
kind of
I
good
have
stuff
it
there,
already.
too. Oh, so you're already, yeah.
I have many BMWs.
Okay, so I'll send you that email just to link you to this car.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Well, guys, it's official.
Yeah, let me put that-
Here are the keys for our new BMW G87 M2 in Toronto Red Metallic in a 6-speed manual transmission. And I don't know, we'll see. We're like literally drove it like 2 miles, so I don't even really know how this thing feels. We're gonna find out on the way home. Get you guys some good content. Probably gonna go send some drifts tonight. We gotta save the tires a little bit because we're gonna go track it tomorrow. But anyways, tomorrow's gonna be a good day. Stay tuned. Benchmark testing on the M2. All right, guys, we're gonna go throw the plates on the car, load it up.
I like that car better than any car we have on our lot. It's got everything I'd want. If I ever got rid of my car, which is across the street, I'd drive that car.
Are you driving the Porsche or the Audi?
Yeah.
Nah.
You know?
Classic Porsches, you can't get rid of
Yeah.
that.
But BMW wise, this would be the only thing I'd want to go ahead and drive. Just look
M2 is just the most sporty,
Yeah, there's
darty
so
little
much fun.
chassis.
Easy to park. That's another thing. People don't realize that parking is such a. Look at the 7. See how
Yeah.
you do that thing? I park that.
No, I can't drive big cars, man. There's the front plate. Yeah, we're gonna put everything in here. That's the front license plate frame. We aren't gonna do the front plate.
It was already on it. Yeah.
What do you mean?
It was already on it. So.
Oh, it did already fucking have a plate on it. I fucking didn't even actually realize that. Is that thing bolted to the bumper then, probably?
Yeah, they're just screwed in there. Yeah.
Jesus. Can we take that off?
It would have holes though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Might as well just leave it on there.
I'd rather have holes than a license plate, to be honest. Definitely gonna have to do something about this front license plate. So we're definitely gonna have to do something about this front license plate. First things first too, on Monday we'll call dent time and get this. I don't know if you guys can see it if that's coming up, but there's a nice little crease here on the door from somebody swinging it open.
Door ding.
Yeah, 1,000-mile car, door ding. Final price on the car ended up being $58,995. Was originally listed at like $62,000. So we got $3,000 off the price of the car due to all the damage, them not letting us know and whatnot. So we'll get that stuff fixed. At the end of the day, it probably really doesn't matter because we're gonna be tracking this car anyways, and this front bumper and rear bumper and stuff are gonna get pretty tore up anyways. So it is what it is. I think it's a good baseline, great starting point to build a new project M2 from. So
Beautiful interior. So how happy are you with this purchase?
I don't know, it's weird. I'm in like a weird state of mind. I'm kind of tired, kind of out of it. The whole thing was really stressful, to be honest. All the little, like, from the minute we got here, the kind of animosity almost towards me, you know, finding little issues and whatnot. But I mean, I'm pretty happy. I feel like I kind of stole the car, to be honest. I bought a 2021 M2 competition, brand new, and it was like 59 plus tax, licensing, all out the door with everything. It was like 68. And so for whatever reason, I don't know if it was like first time licensing fee or I gotta look back at it. This thing was about 64 after everything all said and done. And so to think that I got a 1,000-mile G87 M2, which the list price of these is like, you know, with this kind of options is over 70,000, and I got it for less than my brand new 21. Makes me feel like I got a good deal. Obviously, there's some little issues with the car, but to be honest, I love my other M2 that you guys have seen us build, and that actually started its life as a salvage car, and I've never loved a car so much, and that has bumps and bruises all over it. The front bumper is pretty smoked, rear bumper has, you know, little scrapes and whatnot, and so I think I can love this car the same way that I love that car, but the next step is going to be modifying it so that we can truly enjoy this car the way that it was meant to be enjoyed. So things like downpipes, some suspension, coilovers, adjustable components, monoballs, get rid of the the rubber bushings and whatnot. That'll kind of be the direction we go, as well as some aero components. But once we get there, I think I'll be very happy with the purchase. As of right now, I'm pretty happy. Maybe ask me in like 20 minutes after I drive the car, because this whole situation's just been stressful, and I need to just get in the car and drive it.
Well, it's the cheapest G87 in the nation, probably.
The cheapest, 100%, at least as of right now, the cheapest G87 M2 in the nation and potentially in the world. Not 100% sure on that, but let me know. Drop it down in the comments if somebody's bought one cheaper, clean title, and to think about it, something like sub 5,000 miles, right? This car's got 1,000 miles, so to think that we got a $20,000+ discount on a basically brand new car, seems like a pretty good deal to me. So let's go send it.
Moving to LA with a new G87.
Honestly, I don't know what it is too about this gearbox. I'm pretty sure it's like using the old N54 gearbox, just slightly revised or something like that from what I've been told. This manual transmission feels quite a bit better than the previous generation, the F87 manual transmission, which is so odd because they're quite identical cars, obviously using like the same rear subframe, and obviously being a BMW, there's not much they could have changed from the last transmission to this one. So just with that said, I'm very surprised with just like the first to second how much easier this car is to shift compared to my previous M2. So that is a major positive. I didn't think I was ever going to buy another manual BMW, to be honest, with all the, you know, hate around these manual transmissions and with how good the DCT is, and even like the 8-speed transmission that comes in these. You know, I think I maybe would have preferred that being a dedicated track car, but also it's fun to engage with the manual transmission, and I'm running out of manual cars. If I get rid of my E92 M3, which I'm considering, the only thing I'll have left is an E36 M3, and it's fun in manual, but it's not like they had a good automatic option. So it's not really like there was another alternative. Whereas this, there obviously is, but it's kind of still nice to have that manual gearbox and just row through the gears. Even though maybe it's not as fast, it's definitely more engaging. And so yeah, we'll see how we come to like this car. You know, worst case scenario, we bought it at such a good price, I can probably get out of this thing without really losing any money, and potentially even make money with the right mods and touches. So we'll just see how it is. You know, this is first 2 minutes in the car. I don't want to like judge the car by that. I think I really need to put some like seat time on the car and see how I feel about it. One thing's for sure is the clutch is like a little like back in it now, and I think part of it's just like I'm not used to it. It also has the delay valve, which I know is a huge upgrade to get rid of the delay valve. I've done it on all my F-Series cars and even the E-Series cars.
This is a completely factory stock car, bro.
It's 100% bone stock. I mean, dude, this thing, I took it so easy on my last M2. I am going to, right now, come out and say, this car is going to get beat the fuck on 24/7, every video, drifts, racing, you guys name it. We're not holding back with this one. We've got 2.5 years left on the warranty, and it being obviously already a track car and slightly abused, we might as well just abuse this thing and make this thing the most well-known M2 on the internet. So expect to see some cool content, some drifts and whatnot coming from this thing, and yeah, we just got to get comfortable with it. I can't even like break like this, bro. I'm floored. Okay, it's kind of cool, I noticed. E-tuned ASAP, and it feels soft. Like it feels really refined, like in a good way. Like I think the average old man would love this, but like for me that wants a stiff little sporty race car, it feels heavy. It feels too plush. This thing needs coilovers like ASAP.
You can't drive it like this.
Dude, I can't drive it like this. It feels like an old man car. I like my cars to feel like race cars, super tight, super reactive.
Alright, we're here with Team West. What do you think about the car so far?
It's fancy.
It's fancy.
Starting to feel more comfortable with the car, figuring out all the digital stuff. Honestly, like I've worked on quite a few of these cars, but I never really get into the menu and all the settings and whatnot. And these cars have like honestly too much tech, especially for something that's supposed to be like a race car or like an M car. You don't need this much tech. Like honestly, it's ridiculous.
A lot of tech. How do we go back to it?
I mean, we can't even like hardly figure out how to use this goddamn thing.
There's a lot in this thing, dude.
Trying to drive and use the touchscreen is like insane. I've kind of gotten comfortable now with using the actual like controller here, which I've always used in my other cars, but for some reason,
like if you're new to driving, this could cause an accident.
It totally could. And naturally, I feel like you want to just touch the screen because this
Right.
like it seems too confusing to use this thing, but it's actually quite a lot easier.
Yeah,
than
it seems a lot easier for like if you're actually driving rather than trying to reach
the
over.
screen.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I just naturally my instinct's been to just use the screen. It's been kind of sketchy. But even the dash, there's too many buttons on the steering wheel. I'm like, I just half of this stuff I don't need to know. Like value since factory. What do I need to know what the gas mileage since it left the factory is? Like, okay, cool, interesting, but like worthless knowledge for me. So far though, car's doing all right. Seems to have maybe picked up a little bit of power. I don't know if it's just due to the ECU learning the way that I'm driving it. Maybe we had some bad fuel and that fuel's running out. This thing is a pig. Gas mileage is terrible. It says for this trip we're getting 18.6, which I kind of almost don't believe because
I don't think I believe it either.
I don't believe it, dude. Either that or I think it was a tiny tank. We literally had a full tank when we left. I think it was 180 miles. I want to say it was 180 or 160 miles. We've literally got 100 miles and we have less than half a tank. And I haven't even been ripping on that hard.
We have done 160 miles since we got this car.
Technically, these are the first 160 miles this car's actually ever done.
Actually
in
on
the
the
ownership of like a human that actually cares about it. Every other person that's driven this car has been a test driver, either at the BMW school or who knows. I mean, this car was plated, which makes me think that they were giving this car out to like influencers and you know, YouTubers and stuff like that. People who are big within the industry and connected to BMW and review their new cars that come out. Who knows? I mean, we could have had some famous people driving this car. Nonetheless, pretty hyped to see what it does tomorrow at Chuckwalla. We are almost there. Gonna try and find a hotel nearby to get some sleep. We gotta get some food because we haven't even like eaten in hours.
We're probably in one of the most sketchiest stops that you could make before the track. We
Put
are
7 gallons of 91 in her, the first fuel we've actually put in her. So now we know she got some fresh fuel. Even though we probably shouldn't do this, we're gonna pump like, I don't know, 2 gallons of E85 in her just to see if she perks up a little bit. It's feeling a little sluggish, want a little bit more power. It's the first time the G87 is gonna get some ethanol. I don't know how much we should put. Maybe like 2 gallons.
maybe 2 gallons to be safe.
Don't wanna go too much, $6.
Probably do not go too much. You never know, dude.
I hear it's full. Go 7. Almost go
2.5.
Yeah, almost 2.5, $7.
So we are 2.4.
Let's see how she perks up.
Let's see. She does look very pretty, guys. I am not gonna lie. Oh, we found a place where we can put air. So we are currently getting this done right now. So what PSI are we shooting for?
Like 36.
36?
If you like this video, be sure to check out the next one. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and like the video. It helps a lot. Thanks and see you in the next one.